What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Grand Scheme. This is Grand Kahonu here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Yondu. I got Yondu from the feature arena in his first run there, and I am working on putting together a more comprehensive video to highlight his abilities and offer my first impression of this character. But I wanted to throw up a quick video today to address a problem that I have found with this champion. Now there are a couple of bugs for Yondu, which is really disappointing. This is only the third feature champion that I've gone for in Arena. The second one was Nebula, and so putting all the time into Arena that I have this month to get these two feature champions and finding that they're both bugged is disappointing, to say the least. We know that Nebula is supposed to reduce the ability accuracy of robots, and she is not doing that right now. Kabam has acknowledged that already, and they say they're working on a fix. For Yondu, he has two issues. The first one has already been acknowledged as well, and that is that he is supposed to have a critical damage synergy with Star-Lord that is listed in his champion spotlight on the Kabam website, and as you can see here, it is not listed actually on the character in his synergy bonuses. The second thing that is wrong with him is that his yaka arrow is not registering as a projectile attack when it is used as a basic attack. And so let's take a look at the spotlight on the Kabam website, and you can see here that if we scroll down under his synergy bonuses, number 4, Star-Lord, Rivals, all champions gain 115% critical damage rating. Again, that's already been addressed, but going down even further on the list of matchups, the very first one here is Electro, and according to this, since his yaka arrows are projectile attacks, they won't trigger static shock or thorns. And so for those light attacks, Yondu should not be taking damage from Electro, but he does take damage. This is not working. The second thing here under poor matchups, the last one here, Daredevil. Yondu, he says Yondu has to be very careful to avoid using his yaka arrows as Daredevil will evade them. Just like any other projectile, and this is where it clarifies that these basic attacks are in fact light hits, and it is specifically if you're going to do a 5-hit combo with a medium, 3 light hits, and then a medium, it's going to be the first and the third light hit that he will use the yaka arrow. Well, Daredevil in fact does not evade those light attacks, and so given these two instances, fighting Electro and fighting Daredevil, it is fairly obvious that his yaka arrow is not working as it has been described. It seems to be registering as a melee attack rather than a projectile attack. So check this out, and let me demonstrate for you that this is in fact not working. Now, I first noticed the problem with Yondu when I was fighting a Daredevil in Arena with him, and so I decided to try to do some duels against a summoner who has OG Daredevil as his champion, and still did not proc any evades in those fights, but it was a low signature level on the OG Daredevil, so I thought, well, maybe I just got unlucky and didn't manage to get any evades in the fight. Then I remembered that here in the story quest, Act 4, Chapter 3, Map 1, Netflix Daredevil is the primary boss here. And one of his node buffs is that he has a honed radar sense, and so evades 100% evades every projectile attack. So I took Yondu into this map for a test to find out if this was a fluke or if it indeed was broken. Okay, so here we are at the Daredevil boss, and as you can see, his node boost, honed radar sense, it says Daredevil's training in this environment has reached 100% perfect radar sense. That means he is guaranteed to evade every projectile attack. Now, Daredevil Netflix doesn't typically evade at this rate. His base percentage for evasion is only 15% here, but again, because of the node buff, he is at 100%. So he should be evading all of the basic attacks where Yondu uses his Yaka arrow. And so as I fight him, I'm going to focus on light hits. Some of these combos I'll lead off with a medium, but then I'll finish it with 4 light attacks. And as you can see, the Yaka arrows are connecting every time and triggering some nice bleeds here. And Daredevil is not evading any of them. Now here I fire off a second special, and you can see Daredevil does in fact evade every part of that because it is fully a projectile attack. But the light hits with the Yaka arrow are connecting. He is not evading those. Here's a first special. Also Daredevil evades that, and he can counter me pretty easily. Now, here in a moment I'm going to parry him and fire off a first special, so I do land this one, but that's only because he's stunned when I begin it, and so he doesn't evade there. Actually, it's a second special, not a first special. But anyway, this illustrates that the Yaka arrow is in fact not registering as a projectile, which Daredevil can evade. Now here I just fought a random Electro that I found in the story quest. He's nothing special, has a unblockable first special, but just fought him to demonstrate that Yondu is in fact taking damage from the Yaka arrow attacks. It's a little bit hard to see here, but I'm going to let this fight play out and then I'll slow it down and pause on the areas where he is taking the damage to make it clear that he is in fact taking damage from Electro. Okay, now let's slow that down. Evade his first special and then come in, and then you can see right here on this attack 160 damage from the Yaka arrow, and the second one 169 damage from the Yaka arrow. I get smacked around here a bit by Electro, but gonna come in for another combo, and of course he takes damage there, but the Yaka arrow attack does 72, and then his second one 169 damage. So there you have it, folks. Yondu is in fact not working as he has been described. I don't think this is a huge disadvantage for him. It is unfortunate, but I think even with the bug, with his Yaka arrow on his basic attacks, he's still a very good champion. And like I said, here in the next few days I will be posting a video with a more complete overview of the champion and my thoughts regarding him. But hopefully Kabam will take notice of this bug with regard to Yondu's Yaka arrow basic attacks and fix it so that he does work as he's intended to work. Thanks a lot for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and share it, and of course subscribe to the channel. As always, this is Grand Kahonu smoking it down. We'll catch you next time right here on the Grand Scheme.